Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It's a little bit late, so I will try to keep it a bit low, not to bother my neighbors. And yet again, it is really hot where I stay, so please don't mind the fan. This should be titled like a heat wave in the city of love, but that I want to try to find some clues or some definitely guidance or somewhat of a help for DFs that are of air sign, Definitely something that could help you guys. So I will just hop into this reading. If you feel like you're stuck or you've experienced something lately with your DM, or you feel low, or I think it's an energetic thing. If you're the only one experiencing something, then it's something personal. But when a lot of people, and I like the 4 elements instead of breaking it down, within signs, I think that there is it makes sense. I like the elements. So air sign, wanting to say, I feel like it's just an energy thing, and we will try to help as many of you right now. So welcome everyone. Children, reconciliation, one more. I cannot. What's going on? And another one. Another. Okay, this is complex to begin with, and I couldn't expect anything less, from your sign. So I need some guidance with this one here. Whisper. So to me, this card has to do with communication, expansion, and one last card. I don't know. Soul name. And another one, alignment. Yet again, it's really funny because I keep seeing the Ace of Swords, or this. It's really the Ace of Swords everywhere. If you don't believe me, just go back to my last reading. It was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, and I feel it's weird because you, especially within your element, are supposed to be having somewhat of mental clarity, and I think that you have there's a problem, definitely a problem when it comes to that. So we will try to figure more things out. This here up front, I'm going to need clarification. It's nearly like you are trying to send me down with you guys, because I'm not supposed to be confused, and I can tell you already this reading is making me confused. But let me start. Something that I'm channeling up front, something that has to do with the past, is you asking yourself the decision. It's what is it going to be in the future? Are we going to rebuild things, or am I actually going to walk away? And the current energy is different things that I'm channeling, but first of all, here I can see a really bad energy. This the type of immature energy with these 2 pages here, that has to do with your mind messing with your head. Definitely this here is not even a physical thing, it's more a mental thing. Somebody, this type of guy here is very smart, but he puts it in the wrong places, is all I can tell you. But I'll go on about that. And what I can see is literally what I'm feeling here, for the moment, is that there are too many people in your mix, and somehow it's affecting him too, to the point where it's literally driving him, or let me tell you, driving you mad. it's either that your person is dealing with many people or that there are many people, but I see like a crowd here around you guys, and it's really like that's driving you wild, mad, definitely. And let me tell you, it's really funny because it's about the future, but all I can see here is an end to something, a relationship, and lies. And that's all I can see. I need clarification when it comes to the future, especially. So some more about like the past energy, where I feel like it was literally like, it's not even about having to make a choice, though it could be, but it's more like the way you were envisioning. I don't know how you say that, but the future is like, what are we going to do? Are we going to rebuild things, or am I going to walk away from that? Oh, I have jumping cards. I don't like that page energy trying to mix up with like the king energy so much. It's like nearly like a little bit bipolar here. What the hell? Excuse my French. It's like, really? Who are you, Like a very bipolar energy here. So let me tell you something. I don't want to offend anybody, but let me say that something that I have channeled when it comes to air signs is definitely like a little bit of mental illness, in a sense. Definitely depression. I'm not seeing anything like psychiatric, but I'm definitely something like psychological, It's not like, you're not hallucinating or anything, but I feel like this is what I've been channeling lately. Like when it comes to air signs, it's like definitely some of you have hit rock bottom, Let me see. So that they're mainly like depression, as I was saying, but what I can see here is definitely like a somewhat of a bipolar disorder, to be quite frank, or either somebody who cannot make their mind. So let me just be brief here. If it comes to you, DFs, if that's the case, you already know. If I can see it here and it comes to the past, is because you already know that you have that tendency, or a little bit of what I'm seeing here as well. If it's not like a, like somewhat of a mental illness, I'm sorry I have to say this, is definitely the fact that you couldn't make your mind up when it comes to your person, because this here is like literally, who are you? The only thing I can tell you, I can see it again, this like nasty page energy, manipulative, conniving. This here can be somewhat of a thief, though he doesn't like to steal things from you. It's literally like more liking to steal your ideas and breaking you a little bit like that, He knows how to handle people. It's like a people knower, and he's very good at it. I can see that energy here. And if that's not the case, I feel like your person is completely confused, which is why I feel like you ask yourself whether you should stay or leave here, or what's going to be of the future. And that's something that has already happened. It's like he loves you, but he runs away from you. And somehow this is like the part of the battle that you have, and I feel it's also the one that he has. It's like he keeps being immature, even though he knows that he's supposed to do better, or that he says, or that he keeps saying he'll do better, and at the end of the day is driving everybody mad, and that energy keeps coming too. This here, I'm telling you, it's like your element is definitely the mental, pure mental energy. Where do you think you're going to be tested as a twin flame? Definitely in that department. And this here, what's displaying here is definitely what I'm seeing. Is like indecisiveness. I'm telling you, a bit of mental illness, definitely depression. It could go as far as bipolarity, and definitely like somebody who's like not stable here, who keeps like changing faces, and he doesn't even know who he is, and so you cannot know who he is. That's what I see. Some more. These are all like energies of the past, so you know what I'm talking to you about. So let me say that I feel like in the past DFs you have discovered something about a third party energy. And let me tell you, when I see children here, what I see is a little bit like, if it's not children, definitely a sense of family or family members here, but it could be also like karmic, like a third party, another person. It could definitely be that, or I can see here family, and I don't know what, but definitely you're finding out the truth, either somebody telling you or you finding out about this very group here, which is the reason why you see the okay, no, I'm mistaken, but the Nine of Pentacles, a little bit, this is why you wanted to keep your distance, yeah, like, what, after I found out what I did here, I'm not willing to be with you. I will just exit or like leave your life or your presence. And you definitely gave him the feeling that you were okay walking away here. Like, what I'm doing, what's good for me, is either you didn't show him your pain or something. I'm trying to really go like deeper in your reading so that it would definitely make sense. But you left with somewhat of like an independence, tagged onto you a little bit like that, And what I feel here, where I can sense that it could definitely be like a karmic or like another person in your mix, is because of this Page of Cups in reversed here. It's like he did something either sexually or something like that he was not supposed to do. Yeah. And this is literally what broke you. Is either that or like allowing a family member, I can feel to get in between you guys, because a little bit like they're fighting for his love. Like, putting him in the middle of you and them. I can channel that too for some of you. And this here, what I just told you, either having to do with his sexuality, something that he was not supposed to do, or like a family member coming between you guys and him, a little bit like displaying, like, you don't have to prove your attachment to family, but it's literally like he has to make a point when it comes to you and them, And this could be like children or parents. I can feel it, If that's not the case, yet again, it's like an affair or something like that, And that there is like your breaking point where you felt like, what, I cannot do this thing anymore for one more second. Peace, I'm out. With the Nine of Pentacles here. Some more. And this whole thing that I'm describing to you is something that has to do with the past, So let me tell you, with the Sun here, you already know. And when I see the Seven of Swords, when it comes to the future, lets you know like these lies or like secrets will linger on in the future, is something that you are already aware of, or this deceptive way you saw through that, Let me tell you, like all the things that I told you, nothing is new to you. It's like, yeah, girl, well, I know. Yeah, we all know now. Thanks for telling me. Well, I know that that you're the real deal, because you know what, I already know a little bit like that. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to laugh it off sometimes, because I can feel the heaviness, in your situation. Inside, there's something about what I'm telling you. It's like when I see this card now, I feel like me literally knowing some things despite myself, It's like, how do you know that? Well, I don't know. I just try to be like mindless and just channel the messages, just be an instrument. Meditation. One more. Nothing has gone wrong. So the first thing that I would want to do here is like to reassure you when it comes to the past, It's like you felt like walking away, being independent by yourself and wanting things no more. Like, what, I'm done here. It's like I can feel that either you figured out some truth, really, or discovered something that or saw the reality of something that you did not agree with. And what I feel is like you were taking time and going like a little bit inwards, in the past, like in a search of like mental clarity. I feel like, you really are looking inside. This here is something that has to do with your inner world, So I can see you spending some time there with, by yourself, or like introspective. This here reminds me of the hermit a little bit. So despite you, I feel like, most of you walking away from your situations or like turning your back on your situations, I want to tell you that nothing has gone wrong with your person and that things are happening, according to divine plan is what I'm channeling here, or that you had to learn something or to grow from the thing that happened. And I feel like it's not like I feel truly like these situations here have lingered a little bit too long, because I can see, this karmic energy here is literally like somebody providing you from coming together. But I feel like lately, all of these things here, the things that are weighing heavy on you, is definitely like part of your alignment, literally like part of the lessons and the tests and things like that. You can be reassured everything is going according to divine plan, and I know I'm not supposed to be touching this. So some more when it comes to the current energies. That there is something else, I can see these people yet again. Okay. This here, I feel like it's UDFs, It's like, let me tell you, somebody who gave so much, from themselves in the past and decided like, now let me start doing something for myself, is what I'm channeling here. And I feel like in 3D, like in your real lives, right now, being definitely like heartbroken. This here, I'm not going to channel that as like intimacy, though I think there's a problem with like closeness here. It's a little bit like, I feel a sense of distance between you guys. But apart from that, I can tell you it's like you're heartbroken a little bit like in an immature way. It's a little bit like, a child having an emotional temper tantrum because things didn't happen just the way they wanted to, I want to go deeper in that, but I feel here like definitely turning your back to someone and saying to yourself, I'm not going to give anymore into this relationship. I want to build something for myself. And I see like a little bit of immaturity here emotionally. So it's maybe you lost your temper, but it's different from that. It's like your reaction was emotionally childish is all I'm going to say. But I can feel here again, I'm telling you, like many people in the mix. It's funny because there's no link here, but that's the info that I'm getting. So I'm going to send it out there just in that form. I know it will make sense to somebody, some more. But like I want to see if this is a fight or something, or somewhat of an argument or a discussion, but something I feel a little bit honestly like you are mad for the wrong reasons. It's like being a little bit like extra sensitive here is what I'm channeling. Like, maybe you putting up so much with your DM that now anything that he says or whenever he opens up his mouth, it's like it's against you. It's literally like somebody who can't see past like their own wall of feelings. It's a little bit of what I'm channeling. So whatever the person was going to say to you, it was going to hurt you. He could have said anything. It's like a little bit being ready to fight or being immature, emotionally is what I'm seeing here. And I believe it's like a fight about like either many people or many women or something that's distracting him from his relationship with you. Yeah. And I feel like slowly this here is getting everybody like literally mentally mad. Just madness, Okay. Somebody's going mad. Yet to get this idea of like the Three of Pentacles, somebody here has in mind like to move on, like to start a brand new life or to move on or something. Let me tell you what I'm seeing here is literally like for you had to see your runner in a special form or in a special manifestation in front of you. In a sense, you already had like a plan in your mind. And it backfired for the simple reason that, you were a little bit like, when I see expansion here, let me tell you what it makes me think of is literally like, I don't know, there's another way to say that, but putting the car before the road, a little bit like that. It's like you were thinking too far ahead. And one thing I can tell you about this life is like the more you plan it, the more you like try to block the energies from flowing and you from experiencing something, the less the situation is going to look like what you had envisioned. I can tell you that much, and I can feel a little bit of that idea here. The way you walked away, the way you turned your back, like this here is a very immature emotional reaction. Yeah. It's like either your DM was going to show you a certain scenario or you were going to X him out anyways. And I can tell you something I'm feeling here. This here gives me the energy of like somebody who is unsatisfiable, unsatiable. No matter what this person could have given you, the problem I feel a little bit is not him, it's your inner. Is your core, like I'm not saying that you are the problem, because I can sense like the energy of a DM that's definitely like problematic here, but I'm saying you're definitely feeding that off too. You're definitely nourishing that thing too, sorry. Or maybe feeding off his madness, It's literally like a little bit of comfort in that. You behave all sorts of way with me, well, I'll behave crazy a little bit with you too. But I can see that as more like what you're actually feeling. That's what's driving you crazy. Yeah. let me tell you what I'm seeing, here, this is really complex, but I will send it out. I don't want to lose this reading because it feels like, okay, I may be wrong, but something tells me I'm right, This here, I feel like it has to do with family. But I don't understand why you would let family, come in between you guys. And I can see here, this here, like I can see like a son, quite frankly. A son that's not yours, and a woman that's not you who mothered, this son. So two possibilities is either that your person's parent, this may be specific, is the distraction or is the thing that is like coming in between you guys, or if it's like in a family, it's really complex. I'm telling you, in a family, it can be like about a child or a mother or baby mother, or like your person's mother who's coming between you guys. I can feel that a little bit, And if it's like there's another thing that I'm channeling too, is your person being like a little boy because of that type of attachment here. If he has his own family, is like, I don't know, the way he behaves, let me tell you, is really childish. If it's his family, like going, when I say own family, like he has children or you already have children with him. If it's like his own family as like his relative or things like that, it's like you are fed up with the connection that he has with this one particular woman that I believe is his mother in the whole mix. It's like that there. I don't understand this. It's like, why would you let like outer forces, because I can see them, just come in between you guys, is a little bit of what I'm channeling. And let me tell you, the one like specific case here, it would resonate with you. You would know. This may be very specific, but one specific thing I'm seeing is that, it's literally like you're seeing through the BS of this very woman here, which is why you have absolutely no problem walking away, because you feel like whatever she offers is going to be worse than me just walking away. It's funny. This may be very specific, but I can tell you I see interferences, blockages, hindrances between you and your person, and it's happening like right now. Some more. Yeah. Let me tell you, it is happening right now, and it's going to keep on happening a little bit more in the future. This here is like action, literally like lights, camera, action is always how I see the Ace of Wands. Right now you feel stuck. It's either because you don't know what to do about your situation, like there's no movement in your situation, and either you don't know what to do. Again, the feeling of not knowing if you want to stay or go. But I see a lot of doubts here, which you should not be having. You should be having mental clarity for the moment. So it's literally like you have to get messages, to help you, is what I'm seeing here. Something to help you see things more clearly. I feel with the sun here, I can remember that you have discovered a lot of things or found out a lot of things, but there's still an element to you not knowing what you're into. But I'll try to clarify that, and those are like for current energies. This is sick. Let me see, what I'm channeling is that somehow the feelings are definitely there. Like from the get-go, there's a lot that you don't know, but one thing you know is that the feelings are there, and I feel like they're mutual here. Somehow, I feel like you would know that too, It's literally like, you have to pay attention to the signs, and these are like the current energies. It's funny, but I think this is like a divine advice. It's like, you don't even see with the Ace of Wands here and the Six of Wands. Pay attention to the sign, because you may not even see that you actually are where you want it to be, because it seems like it's not working. but it's victory. It just looks like it's not working, and that's for the moment. That's how you're feeling. I can't wait to be in the future for you guys. Like, let's see what the future, because this here, it's complex, but it's very clear as well as to where you have been and where you are right now. And what you don't know, the only thing you know is that there is love, or maybe you're not sure of love. If that's the case, you should know. You feel like nothing is happening, but I can tell you something is going to happen, like very quickly or soon to you. And it's like this here, I don't see that as the devil right now. I'm saying, like, pay attention to the signs. That's all I can tell you. And the thing that I'm feeling definitely is that you're having your victorious moment. But for some reason you can't see it, because things are not working out for you or the way you would want to. A little bit here, what I'm sensing, and I've been trying to tell you, is somebody sabotaging their own, blessing because they're trying to influence it too much. It's like you want to get to right the scenario, and I'm telling you, the divine spirit, life, the universe is writing it for you. It's a little bit of what I'm seeing here. Some more. Yeah, you see that with the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. This is like your third eye, but I don't see that yours is activated. It's not what it is. It's that you plan a little bit too much. You see again yet that mental energy. You plan or try to have your vision, your own vision, coming to reality. So there is no room here, I can feel, for like spiritual expansion. Not yours, but for spirit to expand and to bring you the things that you want, despite yourself. You have a problem with being aligned, I can tell you that much. You want to write the scenario, and anything that varies a little. I don't know how you say this in English, but you would see what I'm trying to say. But like switches a little bit from that. If it's not like what you have planned, is literally like you don't want it. But well, I'm here to tell you that it's right there for you. It's just not in the form that you have always envisioned it, which is why you're turning your back on it. Some more. Storm warning. Healer of the ages, angel of balance. Do you know what I'm seeing here? Is like I had to take a minute for this here, but a little bit what I'm seeing here is just pure channeling, but it's a little bit like somebody not wanting to admit like how far down they are. Let me tell you, for some of you, as to right now, I feel like even though you're going through hell, it's a little bit like nobody else knows about it, And I can feel like situations gaining momentum. Let me tell you, you can feel that too. Is literally like you feel within your guts like something is not right or something is going to happen a little bit, and it is, but I don't see something wrong here for you. I'll try to go deeper into that, but I feel like a little bit your mental is what has to be balanced here. It's a little bit like you are carrying some kind of negative mental energy as far as depression, indecision, a little bit like that, like sleepless nights, or a little bit like that, like going round and round in your head. You're carrying this energy and you expect to have union, you see this thing here, alignment. You can't fool the universe. What I'm channeling here a little bit is that I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but a little bit like you are faking your alignment, and spirit is not believing you, is what I'm channeling here. Yeah, some more. You're not in the right place, which is why it's not happening, It's like all these things that you have experienced so far was a little bit of a test to you, and I'm sorry to say I feel a little bit in the way that you have felt it, because of him here. It's like your reaction was childish to the whole thing, and it was purely like emotionally childish, like literally a little bit here your emotions are getting the best of you, but all for the wrong reasons. I don't know how to explain this. It's like it's not about even the pure love or like the feeling of love. It's like everything that is attached to that is what's making you like act. What I'm seeing here is a little bit like unaccordingly. There's only light. Ask your soul one more. Inward revolution. Yeah, people, first of all, spirit is trying to like to reassure you. When I see I can find it again, nothing has gone wrong. There is only light. So we know from these cards here, I can tell you spirit is trying to make you feel a little bit better, like you're worrying too much. Just like trust, in the process to begin with. And when I see ask your soul and inward revolution, it sends me a little bit of what I was, telling you. Is literally like things inside. This here is a little bit like vision, When I see this here with like the 6th chakra, you're having like visions. For the moment, you should definitely like see inside them because they're trying to tell you something. And if that's not the case, when I see ask your soul and inward revolution, it's about what I was telling you. In a sense, you're not healed, and somehow you know it. When you're by yourself, when nobody, like the lights are out, cameras out, actions out, and you're by yourself, you know that you still have some things to hear. Is a little bit like your inward revolution is not finished. Like I trying to tell you, you cannot fool spirit, and it's not the blockage is within that. I can tell you that much, So yeah, what I'm seeing here with like the 6 of Wands and alignment is a little bit like oh, please don't burn my cards. It's a little bit like, I'm sorry I have to do this, it's like a little bit protective to me. That's the only thing I need. I don't have any other ritual. But yeah, with alignment and the 6 of Wands, I literally feel like you're at the right place at the right time, Whatever you have experienced so far leading up to now was definitely supposed to happen. And let me tell you, it is a part of your sense of victory. It's how you should see it, It's like it's part of what's supposed to be happening to you. So don't you fight it, is what I'm seeing. It's like you feeling out of place. Everything is going according to divine plan. When I see there's only light and nothing has gone wrong in these cards here, it's just like your soul journey is not finished yet, is what I'm seeing. One more card. Authentic truth. There's a lot of truth to everything that I try to tell you. If you're resonating with my energy, I feel like some people are going to be like a little bit shocked as to, I want to say that, as to how do I do this? Where do I get the information? Definitely. Let me see. Yeah. So this here is really complex. Let me tell you, first of all, what I channel like directly is that, I kept feeling that too. Is like some of you are going to find out that, you've been chasing a false twin. But I feel like if that's the case, you will see also that you will have your real twin within your mix, But I see to begin with like either a relationship ending because it was all like a front or a lie. But I want to have clarification because I can go so many ways with this. one thing that I'm channeling, and then it connects, when it comes to the future. So I've told you a little bit of what I channeled from the past and like the current energies. But one thing too, when it comes to future, I feel a little bit here like, you know what, you're not necessarily the one to blame. That doesn't take away from everything that I told you, but it's literally like, even though your answer was like disproportioned, somehow you were right about this thing. It's like your person, and I keep telling you, if you are an air sign, I can channel always, like lately, this energy of having somebody who is a liar in front of you. I can see secrets here. I can see like many things coming, like 7, like coming between you. It's like definitely like obstacles here is what I'm seeing. One thing that I'm channeling, I told you, was like either being sure that somebody is not your false twin anymore, or the other thing is little bit like a vow from your person to not lie anymore in this relationship is what I'm channeling here. Let me say why. Is because, the thing that has to happen for your person is definitely either fear losing you, or like facing his mistakes towards you, showing you that he regrets the way that he treated you. Is literally like your person has not reached like full realization of what has been going on so far. Not yet, which is why those things are like projected on in the future. It's like he needs to reach that stage, and I feel here this is more a little bit general, so maybe I feel like this is shared energy. He needs to reach that stage with you guys, or within your relationship, where he does not lie to you anymore, or like a sense of honesty here, because I feel like a lot of things that happening actually driving you mad. This is like a little bit of a ridiculous, situation, or a situation where like anger is flowing, madness, conflicts, like many problems, chaos a little bit here is what I'm channeling. And like literally this guy is going to have to show you that he's what you call it, like apologetic about the things that he has done, in the way he treated you as his DF. So there were like two connection, an emotional connection that he disappointed, and the divine connection as well. It's a little bit like, I'm not saying bipolar, but he literally like disappointed two queens within you. And as long as you don't get like that straight with him, or as long as he doesn't apologize for the things that he has done to you, I feel like the way is a little bit blocked. But this here is not like just a verbal apology. It's like with the cards that I see after that, it's literally like he has to make promises to you that he can't break this time is what I'm channeling. A little bit like that, or what I'm seeing is definitely like proving himself to you. This here is like you have the right reasons to be mad, but if you want victory, you're going to have to keep your emotions a little bit in check and keep on, being aligned. If you want this thing to be like justice in your favor, and your person to be confronted, with all these like negativity that he once brought into your life, you're gonna have to play your part too, which is that of being like walking a straight line, and even when it comes to your person. Yeah, with this energy here, I feel like he already knew his way around you. He knows you. He knows how to get what he wants from you is what I'm channeling. But one part of that too is that you are the reason. He couldn't have treated you the way he did if you didn't give him like a door to do this thing. I feel like also like lately with air signs, like time being wasted. He couldn't have wasted your time this way if you did not allow him to. You are a little bit at fault, when it comes to the things of the past. but the change of behavior in the future, I don't mean to be long, I'm just really trying to dive in your situation, but the changes that have to do in the future, and especially when it comes to like the truth, is your person that has to do it. He has to prove to you that either he's sorry, that he would do better. What I'm channeling literally, people, is like make a promise to you that this time around he's not going to break. It's a little bit like the opening gate for you guys. Some more. Let me tell you what I see, up front. Is like something here that's catching my eye is that, your person is going to have to transform in the future, is what I'm seeing with the death in reverse and the 10 of swords here. There's a problem with his immaturity. This here is also like this type of person runs away from their conflicts, You would think that he has everything in control because he can shut them down really quickly, but that's not what it is. It's literally like he's running away from things, and I feel a little bit like these are the things that have to change. And let me tell you, if you feel like, letting go, forgetting a little bit about this person and focusing on your own person, this is exactly how you reach alignment. Is a little bit like DFs of like air signs have something to heal here, is what I'm channeling. Yeah. Let me tell you, it has to do with your feelings, that's what you have not healed. I can see it here. Not necessarily your feelings, but the way that you approach love. Let me tell you, this here, what it feels to me, is like a little bit like your mental representation or vision of love is what you have a problem healing. And I cannot help you with that because that there is so specific, but you would know. Yeah. And I feel like your person has to do the same thing. What I'm seeing here is a little bit like people that are damaged, emotionally, having to take the time to heal, but healing, you see with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, not having happened like fully to the point where you get your emotions in control. That's like a little bit of explaining to you what you're going to have to work on in the future. He has to change. There are ways or things that he has to change. You just have to focus on yourself. You see all these cups like in reverse. Don't put too much like literally love or like romantic energy onto this. You have to, when I see the 4 of Swords here and the Empress, literally like it feels like you have to heal despite your person. Let him take care of the things that he has to do and you take care of you, because at the end of the day, like full healing I feel has not happened yet. It's a thing of the future is what I'm seeing. I need to compact this a little bit, so y'all gonna give me feedback and we will see if we can do like some more, or if there is shared energy, or if you air signs or cross watchers are resonating with my energy, because I still want to go through this line. Create space. You see that, people? Which is why nothing has gone wrong, and alignment is like and there is only light and things like that. What I feel for the moment is that one thing, I'm not feeling this soul name. What I'm seeing is like the gate for you, the possibility for you. You're going to have to learn how to communicate better. I can tell you when it comes to air signs, communication is key, and I can feel it, There is only light and alignment, you're going to have to anchor yourself in that. And nothing has gone wrong too. It's like you creating space with your person is what things are supposed to be like. It's part of your own victory, and for some reason you're not even seeing that. You're not expanding your mind enough to be able to see that right now. I'm sorry guys, I have to say this, but you're acting like you're having somewhat of an emotional tantrum over like a divine plan, you know. Some more. So love, it feels a little bit like this is what I'm sending to you, or you guys sending to me. Yeah, I can feel that, you know, a little bit. This is weird because I record these videos, but I cannot like foresee your reaction. But what I'm feeling here is like, you know, I gotta say it, I feel very loved by you guys, very loved by you guys, and I think you feel the same from me. Focus. Yeah, this is you, people. Don't worry too much about the emotions and the way, literally I'm telling you, you're trying to control the situation too much, and you actually may be doing it, you know, which is why I had that slip. Right now you have to focus on yourself, and I can see it here. I can tell you a sense of healing, inward things of your little like personal world. The little bit of that is a part of the problem, you know. For me, you're hiding your true selves a little bit here. Some more from others. It's like you're hiding your pain, you're hiding your like what you call it, like problems, like the things that are not so right about you. You think you can push them inward so much, like literally your mental gives you a hell of a facade, let me tell you, but spirit knows more. Awakening. Yeah, divine feminine. I like seeing this card, but I feel like there's so much truth to what I'm telling you here. It's like you use your mental to make everybody, or even, you know, make your own self believe that everything is all right in your life. When I can tell you there's certain things that you have to work on, you know. Your soul journey is not finished yet. Yeah. You still have like throughout this focusing on yourself, and I don't know if you can see, focusing on yourself, undergoing your inward revolution is definitely like to reach alignment, because let me tell you, you have not like fully awakened to who you truly are. To me, I'm telling you, I feel like you want to write the scenario. You want to choose the life. What I'm telling you is life that's chosen you, and I'm gonna leave it at that, you know. So I hope that all these things can help you a little bit. This here, there's only one way I can go about it. It's like try to connect the dots, because everything is so complex. It's your element. I couldn't expect anything else, you know. Okay, let me tell you what I see first, and this here has to do, this may be specific, but I can feel it here. It's either somebody having problems because of children, or what I'm sensing too is because of parents, you know. And let me tell you, if that's the case for you, the situation is like, it looks really crazy from outside, and you feel like you want to move away from that, in like, you know, this here is your decision, it's your own making, nobody's forcing you, like, you know, I can't do this. But I want to tell you something. If these are the type of ties that you're dealing with, family as parents or children, please don't be a fool, because there's nothing you can do about that. Those like connections are forever. They can even outlive you, because, you know, blood is thicker than water, people. And when I say that, I mean in 3D, in the flesh. I'm gonna leave it at that. For people who have children or like with their DMs, and it might be a part of the problem, or part of the problem may be parents, you're going to have a little bit like to align to that type of program as much as you can without it being like unhealthy to you. And definitely maybe you having to display like spiritual and mental growth, by just a little bit like accepting the situation for what it is, because you cannot break that special bond that I'm sensing here. And if that's not the case, this is definitely your special bond with your person, period, when I see reconciliation here too. Some more. Yeah. And that there is a part of the problem for some people. Let me tell you, when I see reconciliation and I don't know how to explain this, but it's like literally your person's mental is also not right. I feel like it's both of you guys, which would make so much sense, in the sense you guys are just mirroring each other, Yeah. One thing I want to do, I'm sorry guys, but like a bond that y'all cannot break, an unbreakable bond here I can feel. Though it's like display of madness. I'm sorry, I don't usually go back, but like I said, this here, today, we need air. Appreciation. Yeah. It's literally like you're trying to get him to reject something in his life that he cannot push away. And let me tell you, when I see like the Fool in reverse and this like 7th chakra archangel Uriel, let me say, do not play with that too much. For the ones you would know certain other bonds, certain other 3D and 5D bonds are just as important as your twin flame bond. It's the best way that I can put it, because I see here something that's for life, and that nobody can break. And honestly, I know this is blood, like family is what I'm seeing here. You cannot, appreciation, I feel it should be coming from you. It should be coming from all parties, but it should also be coming from you. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Certain bonds cannot be broken. That includes you, but that also includes like a bond with children or with parents, I can feel here too. And you have to come to terms with that, I can tell you. Somebody, again, why reconciliation is not happening, I can tell you, is that your mental, everybody's mental, you and your person is not in check, which again, I'm telling you, it would make sense as to you are mirroring each other. It's like you feel a little bit like he's not giving you the things that he should give you. I don't know what those things are, but literally like you feel like he's giving important things, and these are things, it's like, being generous to other people, but not to you. Yes. Do you know what I want to tell you here is like, stop running away from this thing. You too. You and your person start like getting your mind aligned, your mental aligned, heal yourself, therapy, something like that. But that's the kind of work that you have to do first. Mental in check. And then I feel like you both are not giving to each other. He's not giving to you, so what you're doing, you're not giving to him either. And what I'm seeing here is like you both are running away from the situation in a way, which is why reconciliation cannot happen. Somebody here should not be running away from the situation. Some more. Journey, you see that? You're leaving for some reason. One more. Yeah, because you see that again, like fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, is because you guys don't know how to communicate with each other. All this mess here is happening for the matter of communication. And you see what I was trying to tell you earlier? Communication is your gate towards union. You know, while y'all both heal, you guys heal, everybody heals, you can be in touch with each other a little bit like that, but don't put like all of your emotions or pour your emotions onto him. Just be in each other's life, you know. But I feel like you guys have to talk while you're healing, and then you are going to come closer and closer to each other throughout these conversations, is what I'm channeling. Is telling me here, while the reconciliation cannot happen because you're too busy walking away instead of like talking this situation through air signs. Yeah. Some more and we'll finish the reading. This is crazy. This here, let me tell you what I see first is like your situations are complex, I can tell you that much, you know, but there is a solution here, and you're going to have to deal with me a little bit, like help me in a sense. You got or I help you, but at the end of the day, all is like a puzzle, you know, a little bit, and like all the pieces have to be put together by you, and your puzzle is really complex. It has like a lot of elements. It's like literally all forces like twirling around you just to a little bit like ignite your mental, you know, send it all in your mental. Literally, you're going mad here because this is a lot, you know. But I can tell you something is like, you know, you literally have to reunite. In a sense, like I feel like you have walked away from an offer, like disconnected from your person. I don't know, in an attempt, you know, definitely to reconnect with each other with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, but it's like things didn't go the way that you wanted to. What I'm trying to say is Spirit telling me, you know, this here can be solved with just like an offer of love. You offering your cup of love instead of feeling like you have missed an opportunity or missed this like very special chance, and you don't have to be by yourself. There's a cup of love here. It's not because a certain situation or a certain like offer that was given to you or that you have given didn't work, that you have to isolate yourself this way, is what I'm channeling here. And let me tell you a little bit while you're stuck, I can tell you is that like melancholic type of feeling to you. And because you don't trust the future, like I try to tell you, it's like you're trying too much to control the situation. I can tell you that much, you know. It feels a little bit when I see like expansion that your situations are going to be different, because they will be different. I don't know how to say that better. It's literally like you have to expand your mind. Let me tell you what I channel is a little bit like, again, an extreme couple or an extreme situations, things that we won't have to display, you know, us members of like other element, the ones that will have to be like the most tolerant, the more open, the more forgiving, the more like yet again tolerant, open-minded is going to be you people in this very moment here to reach union. Like you have to expand your mind. You're stagnant, I wanted to say, like in one spot when you should be like opening your minds to all kinds of possibilities of love. Is a little bit like you're trying to put it in a box, you know. When I see these cards here, and that's the reason why you're hurting, you have to expand your mind. Another, can we get guidance for another, please, Spirit? Let me tell you, this here is a special message. I can tell you that much when I see another. So for most DFs that are air sign, the reading is nearly over for you guys. But there is one particular group here, and I could sense it when I told you earlier, like you would choose, between two twins. Let me tell you, the false one and the real one. One thing that's going to happen for a few of you is that you're going to walk away from this relationship altogether to meet your other half, This there was like a cycle that was supposed to get you closer to alignment, and closer to real, like, soul love, I can feel, and to victory, to like a little bit getting you ready. It is very possible for some of you that one of the person you thought was your everything was just like a soul therapy to you, if it makes sense, Yeah. And let me tell you what I'm seeing here too. And I don't see the link, but I'll tell you. With another is what I'm seeing. People meeting their real twin, and like a false twin. And you know already your real twin. It's like a choice between two, And like, yeah. And like walking away from this false twin, having learned all the lessons you needed to learn from him, and walking away to get to meet or to be together with your true match. And for the ones here, when I see alignment, is literally like you're asking yourself the question, and I'm giving you the answer. This here is so specific, the person in question would know. For anybody else, I feel like one last little clue that we're getting here, and I feel like it's really important. I want to clarify one card. Yeah, it's your your blockage is a little bit of the things, or like a sense of sadness or depression or negativity that you're carrying on to you. What it's doing to you is that it's blocking your emotions, like that heart space of yours is not aligned neither, because you're carrying all this negativity with you. I'm telling you, a little bit you're trying to trick your own mind, and everybody else is working, is nearly working with everybody, you included. The only person is not working with, or thing is not working with, is spirit, but a little bit like that. So let me tell you what I'm sensing here or seeing here is literally like not wanting to have arguments, even if they are constructive, or like shutting things down because you are shutting down emotionally, is actually the fight that you're having. That's the mental fight. That's the thing that's like a little bit like catching you. Yeah, especially when it comes to the way that you communicate, you want like so little conflict, or like, I don't know, there's something about the way that you also like communicate with your person that's not right, it's a little bit like being conflictual because you don't want to fight, or not even giving into a debate, is because you're like, what, I'm just like in that mental fight with myself, so I don't want to talk. And one last thing I can tell you is that there were a lot of lies, when it comes to all of this. It's literally like you don't want to hear what your person has to say anymore, because he's lied so much to you. You don't show him feelings anymore because of the bad, like, negativity that he is linked to him and to your situation. You are literally like anti-conflictual with him because you are not wanting to converse or to debate with him, because within you are also fighting, to keep a little bit, like I'm telling you, with whisper here and soul name. I told you communication is your gate. I feel like a little bit you are blocking the communication too, and let me tell you why. It has to do with like all the times your person has deceived you and lied to you. You don't trust him anymore. But the thing I can tell you, where is that lovely card, expansion, is that you're going to have to expand your mind. Your DM M's could pretty much be a liar, and it could pretty much be that in the future he's not lying anymore because you give him a reason to change all of that. And you might very well be sent down here, to deal with the person that is not so much trustworthy, and I'm gonna leave it at that. 2 more cards. Open up your mind. Stop trying to codify this situation here, to put tags on it or the way it should be. Who can we please? Who can we not? Just live it out, Open up your mind to the possibilities behind the love story that you have. I feel like there is going to be your difficulty. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Yeah, you're in a limbo mode. I'm trying to tell you, it's either I leave or I stay. Can I trust him? No, I can't trust him. I told you very much that bipolarity, you need balance, people. There's a duality about you for the moment. It's either one side you're very happy and your life is in check, and the other one you break down and cry, and I have the feeling nobody knows about that. Or there's definitely an imbalance when it comes to you, and I can tell you it has to do a lot with your mental. But I feel most of all, when I see the 7 of Swords here, I don't want to offend anybody, but I think that mostly you're lying to yourselves. 1 more card here. In a sense, you want to convince yourself that you have done the work and that everything is good with you. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. I'm telling you, your comfort zone a little bit, I can feel it today, is that of facades a little bit. You feeling so bad, depressed, and nobody can know it. Nobody is allowed to see that, is what I'm channeling here. Love yourself first, you see that, people? And past life, 1 last card, relationship, finances, and career. That's not what I see. What I see here is a person that has to nourish herself and her life too, her sanity and her life too. Yeah, it's I can see here a little bit 2 people. The one that can go definitely in nature and be fulfilled a little bit in that. She has something that she can hold on to that makes her happy. People at work or something see her everything is fine, but let me tell you, when she's by herself, she's not happy, is what I can feel here. And she's not happy because she's suffering mentally, is definitely what I can feel here. And this here a little bit, either you found out who your real twin is versus a false twin, or whoever you are dealing with, I want to tell you that I feel it is your twin flame. I feel you will know, you will have a strong clue as to who is your twin flame, and I can tell you up front, whether you're wondering or not, is somebody that you know already. So you would know. If you have a choice between 2, you know who it is and who is not, or you're going to find it out. And if you're sure of your person, or you were asking yourself, is it that person? Sure, it's your person. But reconciliation cannot happen now because some more healing has to be done. I need 1 card. I need Spirit to give me a sign that I'm on to something when I'm telling you all these things. I feel I need it and that you need it too. Soulcraft, 1 more. Enlightenment, you see what I'm saying? Soul mating, and a last card. Colors. Yeah, I can tell you, I can see depression here. Soulcraft, I feel you still have to do the work. I keep telling you, you can't fool spirits. Enlightenment, when I see that, I feel a little bit it has to do with alignment here. It's your work is definitely not done. Soulmating, I think that you still have to work at that in a sense. You see the sword here in the middle too. I don't know if you can see that. It's really slide, you can't see it, but it's right there. I feel like while you're healing, you get the chance at also soulmating if you allow it. You just have to keep like a little distance between you guys. And when I see color, it's literally like the confirmation of what I was telling you about, a little bit like a mental illness here. It's like you see life in gray a little bit, or in black and white at this point. And it's like you have to introduce a little bit of colors, to your life, is what I'm seeing. You see, I needed one card. Luck is on your side, people. But that's, you see in gray. Gray, for some reason, I can channel gray for some of you. Life is in color, people. The reason why is because luck is on your side. So that was my reading. Air signs. I hope that it has helped you in some way. I would like some feedback. And it's more like, because these are not my energies, I want to know if I can tap into yours, So that I hope that you enjoyed my reading. Please don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe if you did so. Yeah, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves, please. I shall see you soon, and bye-bye.